Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of this F125 Wheel of Chaos career mode. In the last episode, we had a rainy race at Silverstone, which did not go to my advantage at all. Our challenge was though that we had to give up 3 spots before the first corner. It worked out, but the rain just slowed me down so much, and I'm just not a good driver in the rain, and it hurt us a lot. And yeah, we dropped back a lot. I think we started P8, I believe, and we fell all the way back, I believe, to P16 in the end. But yeah, definitely not a proud race of mine. Definitely could be a better race. But you know what? We're hopeful here heading into Spa. And we're hopeful because we had a couple of upgrades finally show up for us over the what felt like a month break almost, as I simulated from Silverstone to Spa. We had a couple upgrades come in, a couple of upgrades of course failed, but it just seems like our car is getting better and better every single race. What did come in though is Renault, who is our engine supplier, actually gave us a little bit of a boost. So our engine should have a little bit more horsepower as we head into this race, so hopefully that improves us a lot more. You know, and a lot of the upgrades I just put the Enzo Fittipaldi's car because that's who I'll be racing with this time around, I believe. So overall, I feel like we're in good shape. Obviously, we're still a bit back from everyone else when it comes to research and development, but we have finally kind of caught up to the back. So I'm really excited for this race, and I'm excited for what's to come over the next couple of races as well. But it is time to spin the wheel and see what we get here for this race. Spa's a really tough track already. Please do not screw me over with something crazy here. Start the race with full fuel regardless of strategy. Okay, that's not bad because I like to hit the gas a lot, so that will help, but that's going to put a lot of extra weight on our car. So you know what? Not horrible. I'll take it, especially for a race like Spa that's pretty long anyway. So let's get to qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just here about to open up the practice and just simulate that. But you know what? I realized it's a sprint weekend. I got ahead of myself here. So like we've done in the past, we'll do 2 spins. So the full fuel will actually be only for the sprint. So that's actually going to be really tough now. I just realized that. So let's do another wheel spin for the race. So here we go. We got our wheel all set up here. Let's spin it again. See what we get here for the race. This is going to be the challenge for the race, ladies and gentlemen. If VSC happens, turn off ERS for the next lap. So that means basically if we get a virtual safety car, we are not allowed to use our ERS for the entirety of the next lap, regardless of where we are. So that could screw us over depending on the position we're in. But you know what? We have 2 good challenges here. I'm excited for that. Now we can get to qualifying for the sprint actually. Okay everyone, here we go. Our first lap here around Spa. We're gonna get started here for sprint qualifying. I completely forgot that this is a sprint race here, but you know what? It's all right, it's okay. We got our 2 wheel spins done. I did not forget about it. The only issue is I kind of wish that full tank challenge was for the actual proper race and not for the sprint. You know, it's only 8 laps around this circuit, so yeah, we're gonna have to tough it out, but you know what? I think we'll be all right. Weather's actually gonna be nice this weekend, so that's good. So we'll hopefully be able to hang on in there this time. So as we come around to finish our first lap here of SQ1, I have in the past done pretty well here. So hopefully we're able to, you know, have that momentum heading into this weekend, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think, raced here in such a bad car, but we'll come across the line in 4th. Not a bad lap for SQ1. I will definitely take that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached SQ2. I did go for a second lap at the end of SQ1, and we actually got as high as 4th. So we're in a good spot, I feel like, in this car this weekend. We just have to put in a really good lap. What was surprising was it was the 2 Ferraris, and then I split the 2 Salvers, which was very shocking. And the Red Bulls were, I think, like 10th and 11th. Like they were not anywhere close to the top 5. So I mean, that could just be the medium tires, but very shocking scenes here at Spa as we reach SQ2. So here we go. We're finishing up this lap. I feel like this was a very, very, very good lap I'm not going to say maybe better than my SQ1 second lap, but still a very, very good lap nonetheless. I don't think, I'm probably going to use a bit more battery here, but we'll come in third. Not a bad lap again. We'll have to see if I go again, and if I do, I'll probably record it, but if it's not necessary, we'll be in SQ3. So we've reached SQ3, everyone, and I did the exact same thing I did in Miami, where, I believe it was Miami, I waited until everyone was done so I could have the best track, the most grippy track, you know, all that stuff. And this lap, besides just dipping into the grass there, has been, I think, very, very good. This could put us in a very good spot for the sprint tomorrow, as we will cross the line here at Spa. I don't even know where it was. Fifth. Oh, come on. Man.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high quality racing as well. Simply put it, there's no place quite like it. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Norris, Enzo Fittipaldi, and Fernando Alonso. Ocon, Piastri, Tsunoda, and Carlos Sainz. Lawson, Colapinto, Nico Hülkenberg, and Bortoleto. Antonelli, Hadjar, George Russell, and Ollie Behrman. Albon, Stroll, Gasly, and Dennis Hauger rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
Okay, boys and girls, our car is full of fuel. We are ready to go here around Spa, and we are off with the lights going off, and we're going to try and get around Lando Norris, maybe even... Oh! We're off the track! Lando Norris cuts us off, and our side pods are cooked, and oh my heavens, an absolute horrendous start. And our floor is critically damaged. We somehow hold our spot in fourth. I think Lando Norris got the worst of it. Even with our full tank of fuel, we are good. I believe I can see Lando Norris's dot on the mini-map. It's barely there, as the Ferraris are both going to try and get around Max Verstappen. What's going to happen here is they go big wide here around the corner here. Max Verstappen stuck. He gets caught out by the two Ferraris. What a great start. What a horrible one for us, even though we hold our position in fourth. So I'm in trouble here. I did not get DRS from Max Verstappen, but Esteban Ocon is. He's going to try and go around. I'm going to push him to the outside just a bit. I outbrake him, and I'm okay. Man, this has been a crazy first 3 laps. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen have been going at it right in front of me for the entirety of this race. I'm just stuck behind them and far away from them because I'm full of fuel, number one, and my side pods are cooked, and so is my floor. So right now I'm in a lot of trouble. and Ocon and Piastri, and there's a whole boatload of people behind me, I could be in trouble here within the next couple of laps, but I just have to hold on here. So we now only have 3 laps to go here around Spa for the sprint. A very interesting one nonetheless. I now have Carlos Sainz behind me, and I was really confused by that when I saw it, but Esteban Ocon, I think, came in for a tire change. I don't know why. Maybe there's something wrong with his front wing. I don't really know. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm kind of really happy. But yeah, that opened up a big gap between me and Piastri, and now he's been fighting with Carlos Sainz. So I'm in a really good spot here to finish off this sprint. As long as we just have some good clean laps, I'll be good here from the end. So ladies and gentlemen, here we are on lap 8. Oscar Piastri is pressuring me, and so is Fernando Alonso. I have held it on in there with all this damage to my car and the extra weight. Max Verstappen got around Lewis Hamilton and is now pressuring Charles Leclerc, but I don't think it will matter here as they go around the bus stop chicane, and it should be Charles Leclerc that will come home with the sprint victory. As for myself, a very, very good sprint for myself. Although with that damage picked up, we got her done, and we come home with 4th in the sprint.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So coming off the high of the 4th place finish in the sprint, here we go for qualifying around Spa. Hopefully we're able to kind of do a little bit of a repeat of what we did in sprint qualifying, but now we're all on soft, so everyone's going to be just a little bit faster. So we're heading on towards the bus stop, the chicane, to finish our first qualifying lap. Hopefully it's a go. We got a purple first sector in there. We've done pretty well in the first sector of this track, so hopefully it ends us doing as good here, and it's good for second. Wow, what a fantastic first lap that was. Ladies and gentlemen, that lap was so good. We made our way into Q2. Like, holy cow, we're flying around here. We were 5th in Q1, so now hopefully we can get something similar, as we're kind of with all the pack right now, just all jumbled up in one here. So hopefully we have no major traffic heading our way. So we're coming into the bus stop chicane with Lando Norris, who we collided with in the sprint. As he goes in, we come around here to finish our first lap of Q2. I think this was very, very good. Good enough for second, but still a whole second down on Charles Leclerc in first. What type of lap did he have? Well, well, well. Here we are in Q3. We have been extraordinary in qualifying here around Spa. We've had a really good weekend, actually. And now we have a new set of tires. I was able to save a soft set of tires because I used an old set from Q2 here as we start our final qualifying lap. Now, as you can see, our first lap was not very good, and it does not seem like Carlos Sainz has any more tires to go on here. So the only way is up for us, and we have a shot here at pole, I believe. So hopefully it all works out. So here we are flying into the bus stop chicane, hoping for a chance at a good spot here for the race. This has been a very, very, very good lap. So hopefully we're able to get something good here. What is it going to be? 4th on the grid. Oh, man. Too bad, but it's going to be another great start for us.
Welcome then, as we take a step back into the nostalgic golden days of motorsport. Spa is unashamedly a throwback, and all the better for it. Climbs, drops, sharp turns, chicanes, sweeping high-speed corners, all while taking in some of the most beautiful scenery that Europe has to offer. This might sound like a travel brochure, but it's not. It's a race day. Welcome along to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners, and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there's no place quite like it. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Albon, Fittipaldi, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Ocon, Verstappen, Behrman, Sainz, and Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso, and Hadjar, Antonelli, Tsunoda, Lance Stroll, and Liam Lawson, Hauger, Russell, Bortoletto, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
All right, everyone, here we go. 5 lights are going to go off here at Spa, and we're off here for the Belgian Grand Prix. Lando Norris on the hard tire, having trouble getting going here. We're going to try and get around the outside of him and go right up against Charles Leclerc, trying to get in that second position. And we get by Alex Albon too. We are in the second position here, heading up Raidillon and Eau Rouge. What a great start it is for us. Now, if anyone wants to remember the challenge, it is we have to not use our ERS if we have a virtual safety car. So the odds of that happening may be a bit high, but you know what? We're going to try it out here for this race. It could be a pretty clean race here no matter what, but we will see. But what a great start for us as we are in P2. So we are now on lap 3, ladies and gentlemen, and Lewis Hamilton is now behind me. He got by Alexander Albon, but we are actually putting in some excellent time here in the opening couple of laps. Now, obviously, we are slower than Charles Leclerc. There's no secret about that. We are going to probably not get P1 in this race. Although we had a car that spin out, and I think that's Dennis Hauger as he pulled over to the side. I think he just spun. I think that was Dennis Hauger spinning out of this race. But yeah, obviously right now, nothing crazy going on. We're actually setting some good time, so I'm pretty happy with that. But we are kind of running our own race right now, and no one's really bothering us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm coming around the bus stop chicane to start my 7th lap of this race, I got rocket ship Jaws behind me here. Max Verstappen is now behind me. He passed Lewis Hamilton on the previous lap, and he has just flown right up to my rear. Oh, man, I mean, I had a feeling it was going to happen. I mean, it's Max Verstappen, for God's sakes, and he has just been lights out this series, so I'm not surprised. But man, oh man, the hope I had of possibly getting a good position, it's not looking that good, as he's actually 2 seconds behind. I'm kind of holding my own right now, but I'm just really scared, and I have a feeling at some point in this race he will get me. It's just that he did not get DRS that one time. But man, oh man, come on. Okay, lap 9 of the Belgian Grand Prix here. We are coming in for our pit stop along with Charles Leclerc, and Max Verstappen is also right behind me as well. What will be crucial here is our pit crew. Can they make a good stop? Charles Leclerc might be in tough here. Hopefully, if Max Verstappen might be able to block him a bit, I don't know so much. What's going to be crucial here is our stop. If we screw up, Max Verstappen is past us. If we're able to get a good stop here, we are in good shape. And we had a chance to get by Charles Leclerc. He had a bad stop. And now we are right behind him. Oh my God. This is a great chance for us. Are we going to have DRS? He might have DRS too, though. Maybe not, actually. We might be in good shape. What a great pit stop that was from our crew. Are we going to have DRS here? We will. Will he? No, he won't. Can I get... I think I'm too far away. Yeah, I'm too far away. But man, oh man. What a great pit stop that was for us. And now we're in a great battle with Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, and of course, Max Verstappen. So we'll get another chance here on lap 11, halfway through this race, as it's only the two McLarens ahead of us now. So we'll head up the hill, try and use as much ERS as possible here as we start this lap, or start going down the back straight. And we might have a shot here of Charles Leclerc. He's going to go to the outside. We'll go to the inside, and we now take technically P1 from Charles Leclerc, as we only have the two McLarens to get by now. But I don't know if they've come in yet. What a great move by us. We're in an excellent position now to win this race if we can hold on. So there goes Lando Norris into the pits. That now means we are P1 here in the Belgian Grand Prix. We are holding off Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen now for the last couple of laps, and it is going very, very well. We are hoping that we can just kind of continue this momentum as we go on through here. But judging by where Lewis Hamilton is, even in P4 right now, I feel like we basically have a podium locked up already into this race. And Max Verstappen is a second back from me. So I'm doing very, very well, but Charles Leclerc still on the hunt. So lap 18 here at Spa. We have 5 more laps to go. Charles Leclerc still fighting behind us here to try and get by us. We are not letting him by at all, but Max Verstappen has kind of started to creep back just a bit. I wonder if his tires have maybe hit the peak, especially being behind Charles Leclerc and being in the dirty air of both of our cars. I wonder if that is hurting him right now. But man, oh man, we are in a good spot here with 5 laps to go. We are conserving our battery as best as possible. It is helping us out a ton on that back straight. So hopefully we're able here to make it to the end and possibly get a victory here in Formula One for Enzo Fittipaldi.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Yes, indeed. It is our final lap here around Spa-Francorchamps. We currently sit in P1, but Charles Leclerc is right on our coattails. It seems like Max Verstappen, he's probably gone from this race from us. So luckily, we are just down to me and Charles Leclerc, but he is going to give it all for his car heading down the back straight. Here he comes using all his battery, all the DRS. We do a little zigzag. He cannot get up to us, and we scave off Charles Leclerc, and maybe, just maybe, that's it here at the Belgian Grand Prix. So as we have the final chase down Spa here around Spa-Francorchamps, Charles Leclerc right on our coattails like he has been ever since halfway through this race. We got by him once we changed onto the hards, but it has been an excellent race for us as we will use all our battery and come around the bus stop chicane. Enzo Fittipaldi will be able to celebrate big time. He will win his first ever race in Formula One at the Belgian Grand Prix.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
And here's the checkered flag for our winner today, Enzo Fittipaldi.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
Man, oh man, I cannot believe it. To be honest with you, starting 4th in this race, I did not think much of it. I didn't really think that we really had a shot at moving up and possibly getting P1. What really helped us was that pit stop. It must have been a bad pit stop for Charles Leclerc. I'm sure you'll see it in the replay at some point of the end of this video, but it just seemed weird. He came in, he had a 4-second lead on me and Max Verstappen. I don't know what really went on there, but it was shocking to come out just ahead of him, and we were able to use our ERS and DRS to get by him on the next lap. But that was just fantastic. It was a great way to go out here on this episode, even after having a pretty good sprint race nonetheless. But man, what a fantastic race here at the Belgian Grand Prix. So with that victory from Enzo Fittipaldi and picking up 30 points over the race weekend, he has now passed Dennis Hauger in the driver's standings. But one thing that is more eye-opening, Max Verstappen is now further ahead of Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc, and even Oscar Piastri for that matter, at the top of the driver's standings, as well as he finished third in this race. I guess Charles Leclerc kind of fought back a bit against Lewis Hamilton, but again, with him being in fourth, he's still pretty far back from Max Verstappen, who's been on a tear as of late, but we were able to stop him this time around. And with our second race win in our franchise history, Zuck Racing is now up to 102 points. But, you know, like we've mentioned every single episode, we are still a very, very, very far away from Mercedes. But we were able to push away from Aston Martin, so I'm really happy about that. We are still just kind of holding our spot in fifth, and it should probably stay that way as we go on through the rest of the season. But McLaren, once again, a bit of a stinker. Ferrari was able to bounce back a bit from this one, but again, it's just them two right there. Max Verstappen, though, was not able to gain for Red Bull as much as possible here in this race weekend. But man, oh man, again, McLaren, Ferrari, it's going to be tight to the end, but I'm happy that we were able to gain some points for our fifth place team. So there you have it, everyone. That is the Belgian Grand Prix. I know the challenge, for the sprint worked out because it made our car heavier, but the challenge for the race was kind of bad because we didn't have a virtual safety car at all. So our challenge there kind of was just nullified. It just didn't really do too much. But look what happens when we have a dry race. Look what happens when we have a good challenge that was able to work in our favor. We're able to get 30 points for our team, 25 of course in the race, becoming another race winner in Formula 1 with Enzo Fittipaldi. So I'm very, very happy about that. Next up, we got Hungary. It's going to be an interesting race there. I'm very excited to see what happens. Make sure you join us then. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like on it if you have not yet, and subscribe to the Zuck TV YouTube channel, and also ring that bell to be notified of when I post next. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all in Hungary. Peace.